Hey there, Sandra Edmond, Queen of Tax Deeds. I'm just putting a video because I know I have not been posting as many videos as I usually do, or at least as I want to. So just wanted to give you an update. Actually just cutting up, got a little chicken patty here. I'm gonna add it to a salad that I made, so I can eat healthy. But anyway, my hair is like this because I was up late last night and then I had to get up early this morning. I've been teaching my Tax Deed Investing Simplified cohort. So we meet once per week on Wednesday nights. And this was the title search week, which is always a hard one because it's a big concept and it's a lot of info. But I always want to make sure everybody learns as much as possible. So I stayed on late last night to be able to help them. And when I left last night, it was pouring rain out. It was raining hard last night. So then I said, okay, let me wait for it to die down a little bit. It was like midnight to go home. And it started raining even harder, just worse. So I was like, okay, now I don't have a choice. I need to get home. So I went out in the rain. It was like a little river out there. So all of my shoes, my feet got wet in the rain. But the cohort's really good. So if it's for anybody that's interested in wanting to learn how to invest in tax deeds or wholesale properties, or learn how to buy them before the auction, I teach how to buy them at the auction, how to buy it on the over-the-counter list, how to do surplus, and tax lien certificates. So we actually flip-flopped our modules a little bit because every week I have it already structured. What's week 1, 2, 3? It's a 6-week program. So I actually flip-flopped it this time around because May and June are tax certificate months in Florida. So in Florida, most of the counties are going to be selling their tax certificates in May and June. So I have a student that's interested in the tax certificates a lot. So we want to go ahead and get to that module. Putting my chicken here in a salad. I want to get to that module before the certificate sales are over. And you know, when you're doing the certificate sales, you want to make sure you hit the deadlines. So for example, they have a deadline on when your deposit should be in. You have to have a deposit for the sale. So if your deposit's not in, you're not going to be able to participate in the actual auction itself. So you got to make sure your deposit gets in time. And then also the registration deadline, you want to make sure you're registered. And then once you have your deposit in, you want to find out when does the auction close, because it's an online auction. You can pretty much put in your bids for a couple of weeks. Sometimes it's a few weeks, or sometimes it's just one day they're accepting the bids, but usually it's like over time. They'll let you put the bids in. So we're going to be going over the certificates next week. So hopefully I'll do some videos for you then. So in addition to that, we also have like a lunch and learn. So on Wednesday nights, we do about 2 hours from 7 to 9. What is this notification? Yeah, from 7 to 9, we do the class, and it's live online coaching. So nobody's in person, just online. Share my screen, things like that. And then on Mondays, we do like Money Mondays, like a lunch and learn where they can ask me questions at 12 o'clock for 1 hour. We usually run over because I always give, you know, my investors extra time. And then today, which is Thursday, the day following their Wednesday night class, there was a live auction online. So we did that as a digital meetup. And that auction had 2 properties only. And then when the auction started, by the time we logged in this morning, it was down to 1 property. So that was an easy auction to show them. And it's an online auction, just showing them, you know, how the auctions work and little tips and things like that to make them more successful in the auctions and researching properties. But, you know, one of the things I like is to streamline things for myself And they stayed after. A lot of the people that were on stayed after, just to ask questions and learn about productivity, how to do things with less time and less of your own resources, using AI, using virtual assistants, and also how to plan much of this. So a lot of this stuff with investing, you can learn how to do it, but you also need a plan, right? A good plan. Because what Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the nose. So you want to make sure your plan is not going to end up making you get punched in the nose. So I've been doing this since 2004. So I've got some good plans. So, if I can help you out, just let me know. It's called Tax Deed Investing Simplified. We have a cohort that's already started, and the next one will probably be in the fall. But you go to my website, buyingtaxdeeds.com, if you want to look up information and sign up. But anyways, if you are doing any type of real estate niches, comment. Let me know what you're doing. Have you ever tried tax deeds? If so, which counties, which states? I'm teaching in more than just Florida. We have someone that's investing in Georgia that's also on here. And then a lot of the class liked Texas as well. And so they're like, oh, that looks very interesting over there too. So it's a lot of information. So also in their education portal, their modules, and we record every night. All the program is recorded, so they can go back and watch the programs when they want. But look at my hair. Look at this. I was so tired. I was like, I'm not going to do anything with my hair. I'm just going to leave it up. But I got to go out and I got to fix it. And I have so much product. I have a lot of conditioner in my hair. So it has a lot of, anytime I touch it, I can see my conditioner flaking out. So it has lots of flakes from that. All right. So anyway, go ahead, comment, message. Please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and now on TikTok as well. All right. Happy investing.